Hey, oil campers, this is Ashley. Very excited to share with you one of the most amazing products I'm convinced that doTERRA makes. The more I'm learning about it, the deeper my appreciation becomes. And so I'm really going to encourage you to do a little bit of homework on this one. And I'm not the head honcho here in this camp, but I certainly, you get extra points in my book if you do a little bit of research and if you comment below some of the things that you discover while you are researching. You can really, you can hop on YouTube. Dr. Hill has a really nice presentation where he talks a little bit more about the science behind this product and why it was formulated. But I'm gonna try to be a little bit of a science dork here and share what I've learned. And so basically, this product here, it's the DDR Prime, and DDR stands for damaged DNA repair. This is a dietary supplement, and it is a cellular complex, so it's really designed to help maintain healthy cell function and integrity. And so it comes conveniently in a soft gel format. If you don't love the taste, I know that I don't. And what you can do is put it in a roller as well. So if you notice, this is a large bottle, right? It's the largest, it's the only 30 milliliter bottle that we have. And there's good reason for that. When you do your homework, you'll find out why. So what I do is I put the essential oil blend into a roller. I do about 25 to 30 drops, and then I fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil. I put this on the back of my neck, bottoms of the feet. I put it on my spine, and I will also put it on my hands so that I can pat it on my face. And the oils that are in this are frankincense, clove, wild orange, summer savory, niaouli, thyme, and lemongrass. And these oils were chosen specifically because of the way that they help to support and maintain healthy cell function. So basically, what happens is we have this process called oxidation, and if anyone has ever noticed how an apple will brown after you cut it open, we have a similar process that happens within our bodies just by breathing, being exposed to environmental toxins. If we're not managing our stress, this can also cause damage to our cells. And basically, it's, the oxidative stress is when there's an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants. And so the antioxidants will neutralize the free radicals, but the free radicals are unstable molecules that, if they do not go unchecked, they will wreak havoc on our cells. And so what happens when we have this damage occurring to our cells is two things will happen. Either the body is going to repair the cell, or it's going to kill it through the process of apoptosis. And, that might sound a little scary, but it's actually our body's defense mechanism, so that, because what happens is if the cell is not repaired or killed off, then what will happen is that it's going to signal to the other cells in our bodies that there's a problem here. And what we don't want is those damaged cells to be replicating. And so we all know that that's really not good in the health world. So, the DDR Prime is designed to support the body in its damaged DNA response in either repairing the cell or killing it off. And so that's kind of the gist behind the DDR Prime. And for those of you who are in Europe watching, you're like, hey, I don't have that in my shopping area. This is actually called Nova Prime in Europe, and it's the same exact formulation. It just has a different name. And so if you do some research, the personal testimonials that I've been reading have honestly been blowing my mind. And there's no one who wouldn't benefit from this, because oxidative stress is something that we all experience, some more than others. But basically, the focus here is on prevention, and so definitely it's something that you want in your collection. And I could talk probably for another 15 more minutes about this product and how awesome it is, but I will encourage you to just do your own research. And before I let you go, I'm just going to share two personal testimonials that I have myself. I had I don't know, it was probably last year. I had something pop up on my face. It wasn't a zit. It was all of a sudden, it just came out of nowhere, and it was really kind of alarming. I used my DDR Prime roller, and about 5 times a day on the spot on my face, it was gone within 3 days. The more recent story that I have was my dog. I have a German Shepherd. She's almost 14. I live in New England, and we had some really icy conditions a couple weeks back. And so she was slipping and falling. It was really, really, really hard to watch. And so She actually ended up hurting herself, and there was a day that she was completely immobile. She was laying on her bed, soaked in her own urine, and it was just really, really sad. Any of you who have dogs, that they're like our babies. And so I was on the phone with the in-home euthanasia service, and I couldn't even talk to schedule the appointment, and I'm glad that I didn't, because she's still with us today. And what happened was I used the DDR Prime. I just dropped it on her hips, and I did use some other healing modalities. I gave her some Reiki, but the following day she was outside. My son and I took her out, and she was legitimately running around, just like she looked like a puppy again. And I was like, slow down, slow it down. But it was just amazing to see her go from completely immobile to running around. And so those are my two personal testimonials that I'd like to share. And if anyone else has any experiences, please comment below. But looking forward to teaching you more about this and sharing some other links. So thank you so much for tuning in.